it comes off again, I'm going to have to play without it. But luckily, the team helped me out when my shoe popped off in the middle of the game, and I was able to play through it.
How did it come off? Was it just somebody step on it, or just?
Devon Collier was going up for a board, and I think he got undercut, so he fell down, and we both fell on the ground. He kind of fell on my ankle, and it just made my shoe pop right off. So that's how my shoe came off.
Have you been hearing a lot about that?
Yeah. Everybody has been texting me and stuff. My family's been giving me a hard time, saying that if I had my shoe off for the last shot, maybe I would have made it. So, and then I got a couple of other friends telling me that I should play the next game with one shoe. So they've been giving me a hard time.
Are you guys still tired after the game?
A little bit. Just you know, it was a long one, so you feel the wear and tear. But I think we've recuperated now, so we're just getting ready for this Arizona trip.
Guys, you guys mentally over that game?
Most definitely. I mean, we gotta look at that game. It's in the past now, but we gotta use it as motivation going into the next game. I mean, we had a couple plays and a couple possessions where we could have capitalized and won the game, but we can't look at that. We got to take it out in the next game and make sure that if it comes down to that again, then we know what plays to make.
At 1-3, at what point do you guys start to feel the pressure, knowing that you need to start to get the wins going in conference play?
Right away. I mean, it's no real pressure, but because there's a lot of games to play. But we just know, it has to start somewhere, get a few more wins on the table, and they can start now on the road. Because if you win on the road, it seems like you'll have a good edge in the conference. So if we come out with 2 this trip, then we'll be fine.
That night, were you just replaying different scenarios in your mind over and over on what could have been?
Not really. Not really. I mean, like I said, we're just trying to get over that, and we're not really replaying and going back on it. So we're just trying to get over it and just take it on the next 2 games.
If anything, what could you learn from that game, or what can you take away from it so that in the future you learn something from it?
That free throws and turnovers and stuff in the clutch, those are really critical, and that we need to take free throws and all that stuff a little more seriously, because I mean, myself and a couple other teammates, I mean, we missed a couple free throws that could have sealed the game. And I mean, we're really good shooters, and we're really good free throw shooters, so we know that we're capable of making it. So we just got to settle down and keep the routine that we're used to, so that we don't mess up in the games.
Roberto, you had a big first half. You had 15, and then you sat for the first 7 minutes of the second half. Was there a reason for that, and did you struggle to find your rhythm after sitting like that?
Oh, no, there was no reason for that. I mean, the first team that was in there are doing a great job, and coach is just trying to find that time to put me in and try to, when the guys maybe got a little tired or somebody got in foul trouble, just to come in and just provide a little spark off the bench. But, I mean, there wasn't really that many opportunities. Coach did a good job of bringing me in at the right time, and he kind of does a good job of bringing me in when he thinks he needs me most. But I mean, I didn't really feel like I needed to get back in the rhythm, because the other guys were doing such a great job of executing and hitting shots and stuff. I mean, we scored, I think it was 100 points or something like that. So we did a good job in the second half, I think.
Have either of you guys ever been involved in a 4 overtime game before, and what kind of physical and emotional toll have you taken?
I think the most I've done is maybe double. So, 4 overtime, that's long. The girls team never saying that's another half, playing a whole other half. So it's just, I didn't think of it like that, but it's definitely the wear and tear. You get tired, especially during the 4th one, but you just have to be mentally tough. That's when the mental has to kick in more, and so you're able to finish it out strong. And I feel for the most part, we did a good job fighting. Next time, hope we get the better result.
Ahmad, it felt like you guys' offense got a little stagnant there in the overtime periods. Did you guys feel that? And if you did, what can you change in the Arizona trip to make sure it doesn't happen?
Just maybe a little bit more movement. We kind of went to ball screen situations a lot in that time period, so maybe that's why it seemed a little stagnant. But I mean, it was effective for the most part. We just had a few plays where we could have made a few better decisions, but just a little more movement, and then maybe run out ball screens, and everybody's a little more involved, so that way we get maybe a better shot or a better situation.
So did Monday really seem to come early this time? Not only that game, but then the early practice?
Oh yeah, that came real early. But Sunday, I mean, Sunday was a long day. Just sitting around, pretty much, kind of. Of course, you think about the game, and it's hard taking that one. But then Monday comes quick, and then you gotta bounce back. You can't sit on that because we have two important ones coming up.
Did you feel like it was a spirited practice your first time back?
Go ahead, bro. You comment.
Yeah, I mean, the guys really picked it up. We came back and we knew what we had to do, and we knew the things we had to execute and the things we needed to work on. So it was another good practice for us. And I think today we had a great practice as well. So, I mean, we're just trying to keep having these great practices going into the next game so we're prepared for whatever comes.